Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That looks like they built it from scratch.
That's that house of the troops, but it's a veteran
Memorial, yeah, but I mean like a like they have game sheet live too.
Okay. Huh? Who's? Oh. Oh, is it? Probably. Good evening, and coming to you live from Hayes Arena, Apple Valley, Minnesota, for another edition of Farmington Junior Gold B hockey action. Today, your Farmington Tigers will be taking on the Lightning from Apple Valley, Eastview, Burnsville. And we'll start with the home team. Apple Valley comes in today's game ranked 35th in the state of Minnesota with an overall record of 1-7-4. In district play in the Gold Division, Apple Valley has played 11 games with an overall record of 1-6-4. In those 11 games, they have earned 17 points. They currently sit in the 12th position out of 14 total teams. They'll be the home team wearing their white tops, white socks, trimmed out in black and blue. Now for the Tigers, who have hit a bit of a rough patch, having lost 5 of their last 6, looking to get back on the win column here in Apple Valley tonight. They come in currently ranked in the state of Minnesota at 23rd. In the Gold Division of Junior Gold B hockey, they currently sit in the 7th position out of 14 teams. However, not to get out on the Tigers side is they have 15 games played. Many teams behind them have less, so games in hand. Of the 15 games the Tigers have played, they have an overall record of 5-8-2. They have 23 points in those 15 games. Tigers will be the visitors, again wearing their black tops, black socks, some with orange socks, but most with black socks, trimmed in orange. Tigers coming off a tough weekend, going 0 for 3. 2 losses at Duluth and 1 loss at Egan. They continue the road trip here tonight in Apple Valley. They'll be back home, although in Burnsville, playing against Cottage Grove on Wednesday will be their next game. And we're going to get our pregame handshake. Both teams coming out. In goal tonight will be number 33, Eli Holmes. And in just a moment, we'll get your Tigers starting lineup. We'll get this game underway. Tigers Lightning coming to you live from Apple Valley. Teams take their final huddle. Up next will be your starting lineups. 15 minutes on the clock here, period number 1. Maybe. Well, we'll see how it goes this first period. All right, to start tonight's game, will be at center, number 5, Jack Peterson. At right wing, number 9, Luke Manthai. And at left wing, number 16, Connor Anderson. Back defensively, number 24, Mason Letter. And number 27, Grayson Papera. Tigers control. It's going to be Anderson going through neutral ice. He pushes that one into the Tigers' offensive zone, goes behind the Lightning goalie. Now swung back around, picked up by Anderson. Tough angle from here. No bird's nest here in the rink here at Hayes Arena. Letter keeps it in the offensive zone, now knocked behind, picked up by Eastview. Eastview looking for their first breakout. Manthai hassles them there now out front, and that one got swiped away just as Peterson was taking a swipe at it. Now the Lightning come up, going up the right side of the rink, through neutral ice, and quickly into their offensive zone. Eastview trying to take control, now picked up by Letter. Letter picking up speed, moving up the right-hand side. Now tries to center it, gets it right through. First shot on net coming from Letter, saved by the Lightning. Tigers try to control. It's going to be picked up there by, it looks like, Anderson. Anderson giving off to Peterson. Peterson drives it into the corner. Tigers yet to get a first change up. Do have a shot. That was saved by Lightning. That shot coming from Letter. Now Lightning go into their offensive zone, go deep into the corner. Chased there by Papera. Papera's able to knock it away. Papera drives it up front. Quickly, the Tigers try to get through, and that one almost taken away from Stensland, but Stensland knocked away, goes into neutral ice. Stensland on the ice for the first time. He's also going to have Boyer and Besser. Lehmeyer comes out defensively. Letter's still out as well. Boyer, Stensland, and Besser out on this second line. Now quickly ahead, the Eastview trying to get their first shot. That one goes up against the board, knocked away by the Tigers, and up into the bench area. This will get a defensive zone face-off coming up to Holmes' left. 13-17 here to go in period number 1, no score. Besser to take the face-off. Boyer and Stensland with them. Back defensively now will be number 14, Carson Blair, and 23, Colin Lehmeyer. Blair's going to chase this one back behind Holmes. Now tries to fish one out, finds Boyer. Boyer looking for the passing lane, trying to feed it up to Besser, and that one got taken by the defense of Eastview. Now picked up by Boyer. Boyer goes into the offensive zone from the right circle. He's going to shoot. Save. Rebound comes out front right to Boyer. Boyer looking, surveying, comes up to the left circle, comes all the way over to Lehmeyer. Pass over to Lehmeyer. Coming up to Stensland. Stensland loses it there, now giving over to Eastview. Eastview goes through neutral ice. They shovel one forward. Picking up is going to be Blair. Blair trying to race around, beat his man there. Almost knocked forward by Eastview. Still on Eastview's stick. Tigers unable to control. Blair continues to chase. Now coming out front, Blair is able to knock it into neutral ice, and Eastview has to take back up. Now knocked behind Holmes, chased over by Lehmeyer. It's going to get by Lehmeyer, kept in by Eastview. Now over to Blair. Blair goes into the corner, tries to hit his man stick up, now picked up by Peterson. Peterson going up to Stensland. Stensland trying to drive through the middle, trying to look for a shot, and that one goes through the crease. Nobody home. Peterson now tries to take that one away. Tigers waiting, holding. They're going to get a change, and this is going to be the first time for Kramer. Kramer on the ice for the first time. Now Kiefer on the ice as well. Now up to Kramer. Kramer moving up the left-hand side. Up to Peterson, back to Kramer. Lost there, picked up by Eastview. Kiefer hassles him there, now it's given off to Blair. Blair quickly goes right back into the offensive zone, chased by Kramer. And now through neutral ice, Kiefer can't make the play. Eastview moves it into the right circle. Hassled there by Blair. First save attempt there for Holmes is a successful one. He gloves it, puts it away. We'll get a defensive zone face-off to Holmes' left. Kiefer, Kramer, Peterson, along with Letter and Papera. Tigers look like they're missing a few guys again tonight. Looks like maybe West and no Bjorkstrand. But now it's going to be Peterson. Peterson's going to have Kiefer off to his right. Good pass over to Kiefer. Now Kiefer looking for a shot. Lost the puck and then went wide with it. Went wide as he was trying to get a handle of it coming into the right circle. Now knocked in below. Chased there by Kiefer into the corner. Kept out. Still trying to hassle it. Kept now by Papera. Papera is coming all the way over to Kramer. Kramer knocks that one down. Kramer trying to fish one through. He's in the left circle, trying to hit Kiefer. That one gets by, Kiefer with it. Knocks one back behind Kramer. Kramer trying to field out, comes out to Eastview. And Eastview knocks it back over to Kiefer. Kiefer tries to shovel one forward. Still trying to shovel one forward. Trying to get over to Kramer. Now we had a centering play, but Peterson was trying to join the group. Back to Letter. Letter waits, takes a shot, and that one blocked out front. Picked up by Peterson. Peterson quickly out to Papera. Papera with time, shovels one back over to Peterson. Comes right back over to Papera. No, Papera jumps the play, and they do keep it in. And they're on. Kiefer waits, holds, makes a move into the left circle. Over to Kramer, and Kramer just couldn't bring the pass in. Kept in now by Letter. Letter out front, trying to hit over to Kiefer. Ricochet out front. Kiefer again takes another shot, went wide. Peterson takes the shot. That one comes wide of the net. Kiefer's going to be the first one there. Kiefer trying to take another quick shot. That one was sitting on the doorstep. Kramer just couldn't get there in time to clean up the loose change in front. Now Kiefer chases it back. This one gets by Letter. Tigers are going to have to check up. Letter with it. Now he's going to re-engage. He gets it deep. Tigers are going to get a change. First one on is going to be Anderson, followed by Besser. And now Lehmeyer also coming on. Tigers with it. It's going to be over to Letter. Letter from the right circle tries to hit one out in front over to Besser. This one coming all the way down. This will get a icing called Here's the whistle. We'll keep it here. That's veteran camera work right there, keeping it when we know the icing's already on. 9:33 left here to go in period 1. Manthey, Anderson, Besser, Laymeyer, Blair. Besser to take the face-off. This will be to the left of the Eastview goalie. Sits there, Eastview comes away with it. Eastview working it through the zone. Gets it by Laymeyer. Now it's got to be chased by Blair. Blair on his horse going all the way into the corner. Blair with it behind Holmes. Trying to come away with it. Beats one man, but loses that to the second one. Now Eastview with a chance. That one got blocked down by Laymeyer. Manthey chases, Manthey with it. Manthey moves through the zone, picks it up over to Anderson. Anderson centering play, trying to find it. Gets right back to Besser. Besser gets 1-2. Tries to move up to Manthey and just couldn't quite get the pass there. Comes right back over to Manthey. Gets by Manthey, over to Anderson. That one gets slapped away. Picked up by Blair. Blair with a shot, tried to be ricochet there by Manthey, and that one goes into the corner, now out to neutral ice, picked up by Laymeyer. Laymeyer over to Blair. Blair settles that one down, waiting for his passing lane. Comes all the way up to Manthey. Manthey circles back for it, trying to get back into his offensive zone. Look for a shot. That one goes wide. Picked up by Anderson. Anderson on the sidewall. Most of this first period has been controlled by the Tigers. Picked up by Blair. Blair shovels one forward. Another save by Eastview. Anderson tries to jump in the play. Now it's picked up by Laymeyer. Laymeyer carries it in like a running back, drops it, shoots it, but it goes wide. Now behind the Eastview goalie, and he's going to stampede that one down, and we're going to get a face-off up to the Eastview goalie's left. This will be an offensive zone face-off coming up for your Tigers. 8:21 now to go in period number 1. Tigers will bring out the next group. This will feature Stensland, Boyer, Peterson, Letter, and Papera. This one comes out to Boyer. Boyer tries to wait and was thinking about coming out to Papera. Now stolen by Letter. Good play there by the defenseman. Comes through the left. Oh, had his man all the way over. That was going to be Peterson. Peterson waits. Nobody's coming at him. Now it takes a shot. Glove. That one goes high. Picked up by Eastview. Here they work it back through neutral ice, trying for the breakout. Comes all the way out to Papera. Papera knocks one back up. Kick forward by Eastview. They keep it in their zone. Now picked up by Letter. Can Letter find some open ice? Letter moving it through. Head up. Moving up the left-hand side. He's going to engage in the offensive zone. Waiting, holding. Gets it back to Peterson. Peterson with a shot, but that one get blocked. Now Letter. Right back. Shot. Tigers can't capitalize. And this has been the Tigers' story again for the last week and a half. Just waiting for that lid to come off of that goal. Now out front. Tigers with another chance. Comes all the way back to Letter. Letter lets it come out to neutral ice. Puts this one back over to Papera. Papera settles it down. 7:25 to go. Comes up to Peterson. Peterson up to Boyer. Boyer flicks one forward, and that's going to get Boyer off. Kiefer on. Bringing out Letter. Now it's Kiefer. Kiefer just getting on. Tries to bounce a puck forward. Now tries to kick a puck forward. Now shovels a puck forward. Getting up to Stensland. Stensland looking for some room in the offensive zone. Stensland waiting. Trying to get that one through. Kiefer tries to hassle. Comes out to Eastview. Here goes Eastview. Going north to south. Right through neutral ice. All Tigers there. Picked up now by Stensland. Stensland up to Kiefer. Kiefer didn't see it. Now Kiefer waits. Holds. Comes all the way up over to Letter. Good pass over to Letter. Comes up. Now Letter trying to move it through. Takes a shot. And did he get it? How did they not get that? Is it a goal? Or was it a save? Oh my goodness. Tigers opportunity after opportunity and just continue to get stonewalled at the net. 6:42 left here to go in period number 1. It's no score. Besser, Kramer, Kiefer, Laymeyer, and Blair. This one's going to come out to Kramer. No, it's going to come out to Laymeyer. Laymeyer gets it back over to Besser. Besser working it through the zone. Kicks one free over to Kiefer. Kiefer shovels that one back in over to Besser. No, it's going to get all the way over to Laymeyer. This one, Laymeyer keeps it in. Knocked down by Kiefer. Kiefer waits, holds. Now he's going to shoot. Gloved. Kiefer put a change up right in the mitt of the big goalie and put it away. 6:23 now to go in period number 1. Besser, Kiefer, Kramer, Laymeyer, Blair. Now out to Kiefer. Kiefer waits, looking for his opportunity. He's going to try to get out to Laymeyer, and that one gets poked away out in the neutral ice, picked up by Blair. Blair settles that one down, then kicks it forward. Interesting set of moves there by number 14. Now goes over to Besser. Besser kicks one down behind the net. All the way out, comes back out to Blair. Blair keeps it in the offensive zone, knocked down by Kiefer, but nobody behind. Yeah, Kramer's coming up now. Tigers desperately trying to keep it in their offensive zone, but Eastview comes back into neutral ice. Now Eastview tries to jump through one. We got no call, and we're moving forward, trying to get it all the way up to Kramer. Kramer looking going the opposite direction, trying to keep it in the zone. Tigers just engaging now. Peterson out along with Kiefer and Kramer. Kiefer tries to make a play on that puck. That one gets all the way through. We should get an icing call. We'll keep you right here. That's a hand up, means we're bringing it all the way back. 5:35 now to go here in period number 1. Still scoreless. Tigers with good opportunities. Shots on goal favoring the Tigers 9-1. Peterson, Manthei, Anderson, Papera, and Letter. This one's going to be kicked out to Papera, but gets it picked up by Eastview. Eastview shovels one through, and here they go through neutral ice. Knock one forward. This one's going to get behind Holmes. Picked up by Letter. Letter goes back to Papera. Papera looking for the handle. He gets smashed into the corner. Now picked up by Manthei. Manthei's going to lead the charge. Coming all the way over to Anderson. Good pass by Manthei over to Anderson. Anderson trying to turn the corner, and then just gets it knocked away. But another great job by Letter. Letter having a nice first period defensively, keeping that puck in the zone. Now comes out to the left circle, picked up by Anderson. Anderson waiting, snap shot comes Anderson. Out front, put away by the Eastview goalie. 4:55 to go now in period number 1. Peterson, Manthei, Anderson, Papera, Letter. This one's gonna come out to Anderson. Anderson, another big shot, no rebound. 2 shots there by number 16, no rebounds to be had out in front. Peterson to take the face off again, this to the right of the Eastview goalie. This one now goes behind, gonna be chased there by Manthei. Manthei had his stick lifted up right at the last minute, now picked up by Peterson. Peterson circling, waiting, holding, getting it back over to Anderson. Anderson now over to Peterson. Peterson then kicks one out front. Almost had a chance there for a quick shot, comes out to Papera. Papera right back over to Peterson. Has an open Peterson, tries to corral in the pass, comes back over to Manthei. Manthei gets ripped down. Tigers are gonna go on the power play. 4:25 to go here in period number 1. No score. Tigers will go on the power play first. We'll see who they come out with. It looks like Besser, Kiefer. Trying to see who the last one is. It's gonna be Stensland. Number 3, number 21, and number 6 are gonna start at the forwards for this first power play. Back defensively. No, Stensland's going to go back to the defensive point. Letter's going to stay. He's going to go up to the left wing. And then Kellen Kramer, number 19, is also going to sit out defensively. No, now Kiefer's going to go out to the defensive point, bring Kramer in. This one's going to come out to Letter. Letter, back over to Kiefer. Kiefer waits, coming into Letter. Left circle, Kiefer. Letter, shot. Oh, they had a rebound out front, and nobody could make the tip in. Now comes right back over to Letter. They got one shot in. Now they get to try to quick pass into Kramer. This one comes right back over to Kramer. Now up to Besser. Besser holding, waiting. Besser over to Kramer. Kramer waits, holds, waits. Still with Kramer. Now he's going to come over to Kiefer. Kiefer's going to go right down to Letter. They're quickly trying to move this puck. Now Letter up to Kiefer. Kiefer all the way over to Kramer with a shot. That one went wide. And here comes. Can Kramer get to it? He does. He keeps it in. Drops it in down to Besser. Besser waits, holds. Besser coming all the way over to Kiefer. Kiefer had to try. Oh, nice job of keeping that one in. Shovels one down to Letter. Letter up to Stensland. Stensland all the way down. He trying to think. I think he maybe thought that Letter was going to make the cut. No cut to be had, and then they were able to clear it. Now Kiefer's got to get down. Here comes Eastview all the way through. Eastview's going to keep it. Now Kiefer's going to chase after it. Kiefer with it. Nope. No, he might not get there. And pushes his man down. That's one way to get the puck back. Now he's going to knock this one back over to Stensland. Stensland's coming up to Kiefer. Kiefer tries to move it up and gets it to nobody. They're going to get an icing called. Tigers will get a full wholesale change. 38 seconds left to go in the power play. Tigers had something working and then churn it over. Led to slow play in their defensive zone, and now they're going to get a defensive zone face-off coming up to the right of Holmes. Manthei, Anderson, Peterson, Lehmeyer, Stensland. This one now comes up to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer quickly throws one up. Not sure what the plan was there. Not sure. Lehmeyer might have thought they were on the penalty kill, but they're on the power play. 32 seconds here to go in the first period. 2:57 left to play. 32 seconds, left in the Tiger power play. 2:57 to go here in period number 1. Peterson to take the face-off. All right, he's going to give it right back to Lehmeyer. Let's see what he does this time. Now he's got the play. Play is on. It gets all the way up to Anderson. Quick breakout for the Tigers. Now they can set up. Anderson knocks one down. That one's going to get by Manthey, though. Can Manthey get over there? He's got to keep it in the zone. Comes all the way up to Manthey. Manthey comes right back over to Peterson. Peterson from the right circle drops off to Manthey. Manthey right back over to Peterson. Peterson waits, takes the shot out front, and they score! The Tigers finally break through, and I think that was number 5, Jack Peterson with the tip in. Tigers go up 1-0. Eight seconds left on the power play. Tigers find a way to break through. They go up 1-0. That goal scored at 2:33 by number 5, Jack Peterson, assisted by number 9, Luke Manthey, number 16, Connor Anderson. That was number 5, Peterson, assisted by number 9, Manthey, number 16, Anderson. Now the Tigers will bring out Besser at center, Boyer at right wing, and Kiefer at left wing. Lehmeyer looks for it. He's going to knock one up to Kiefer. We'll see if we get an icing call. There's the whistle. We'll bring it all the way back. Lehmeyer's 2 for 2 on icing tonight. 2:26 left to go here in period number 1.
Go Tigers!
Tigers heavily outshooting Eastview 13-1, but only up by 1 on the scoreboard. 2:26 left to play. Besser wins the faceoff, comes out to Blair. Blair with one hand trying to circle this one back. Now Kiefer's got a chase. Kiefer tries to hit it. Comes up to Besser. Besser working it through the zone. Besser still goes through. Now it's going to be dropped off to Kiefer. Kiefer couldn't get it through the snow, but gives right off to Besser. Besser tries to get it through the feet, picked right back up. Now picked up by Boyer. Boyer makes one move, left circle. Tries to, good shot there by number 7. That was a quick little wrister there by number 7, saved by the Eastview goalie. You're making me blush. Your mom's calling. Besser to take the face-off. This will be to the right of the Eastview goalie. Lehmeyer trying to hold it in. Now the Tigers hassling them there. Eastview gets back in their zone. Good defense there by Lehmeyer to get back. Now a bouncing puck goes from the back. Be careful there. Just let it sit in the net. And we'll take the face-off. Dangerous play there for the Tigers. They're trying to jam it out. They have one of those plays in Duluth. Knocked it out of the net, went right to a Duluth player. That ended up in a goal. Not a good scenario there for the Tigers. 1:49 left to go here in period number 1. It's 1-0 Tigers. They're controlling the shots on goal. Now picked all the way up over to Anderson. Anderson looking for the breakout, waiting, holding, trying to get all the way up. He has him. He's got Manthey on the breakout. Manthey! Yep, there. Oh, I think, was that a goal? It was a goal! Oh, man. They were so delayed, it took away from my touchdown call. Goal for Manthey. What a pass by number 16, Anderson, finding Manthey on the breakout. Manthey picking up his second point. Anderson picking up his second point. Tigers go up 2-0. $1:32 left to go in period 1. Tigers getting 2 on the board here. And Peterson's going to get it back to Papera. But it's going to be Papera and Letter out defensively. Oh, now Letter backs up. Now shovels one over to Papera. Papera coming up. Almost a turnover for the Tigers. And now it is a turnover for the Tigers to neutralize. Papera gloves that one down. Now flicks one up. Trying to hit up to Manthey. Referee's got to watch out. Flying pucks on the ice. Number 24 now, it's going to be Letter. Gets it back to Papera. Under a minute to go. Tigers want to be careful. Get out of here unscathed. Eastview with their most zone time so far. They're just trying to get a shot. There's a shot. Good save there by Holmes. Eastview with 3 shots on the big board now. Now that one's going to be picked up by Manthey. Manthey moving it up to Anderson. This group has been good. They have 2 goals tonight. 1 scored by Peterson and 1 scored by Manthey. Eastview trying to get it back. Now 40 seconds to go. Lehmeyer quickly forward. Gets it up to Peterson. Peterson now moves short. Gets it off to Anderson. From the right circle. Takes a shot. Oh, Anderson. Looking, that would have given this group the hat trick all across the forwards. All 3 of them would have had a goal. Anderson now chase it back behind the net. This one goes out into neutral ice. We'll get an icing call. We'll keep this one right down here. Offensive zone face-off for the Tigers. 19 seconds ago, Tigers up 2-0. Tigers will bring out Besser, Kramer, Stensland, Letter, and Lehmeyer, I think. No, Lehmeyer's coming off. See what we're going to do here. Now Kiefer's going to come on. Okay, good. Besser to take the face off. This will be the left of the Eastview goalie. It's Kramer, Kiefer, Besser, Stensland, and Letter. Now they're going to get out to Letter. 16 seconds. Letter waiting, holding, gets it down to Besser. Now waiting out front. Takes a shot in front. Keeper tried to tip one out front. Gets it right back to Kramer. Kramer back over to Besser. Besser circling, right circle. Moves it in. Still going. Tries to sneak one to the keeper. Backhand! Oh, good play. And let's see what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to get Kiefer for roughing. Dumb penalty at the end of the period is going to cost Kiefer 2. Oh, and the Tigers were on a power play too. Forgot that Eastview was even on, so now we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for the next 142. We'll just drop the puck, and we're going to get to the second period. Only 0.1 seconds remain. That'll do it. That will do it for the end of the first period. Stats at the end of the first period. Tigers controlling shots on goal 17-3. Also scoring twice. Scoring for the Tigers, number 5, Jack Peterson, assisted by number 9, Luke Manthei, and number 16, Connor Anderson. That was at 2:33. Then at 1:32, number 5, Jack Peterson, assisted by Luke Manthei, number 16, Connor Anderson. I don't know why they got Jack again. I think that was going to be that second goal was for Luke Manthei, although they've credited Jack Peterson with 2 goals. Penalties in the period at 4:25. Number 24 for Eastview, 2 minutes for hooking. 19 seconds, number 20 for Eastview, 2 minutes for interference. And then with 1 second remaining, number 21, Jake Kiefer for the Tigers, 2 minutes for roughing. It will be 4-on-4 hockey for the next 141. Then the Tigers will be on the penalty kill for 19 seconds. Tigers will start this second period with number 5, Jack Peterson, number 7, Mason Boyer, number 24, Mason Letter, and number 27, Grayson Popera. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 141. And here we go. It's going to be controlled by Eastview. Eastview pulling it into their offensive zone. Gets right by the zone and then saved by Holmes. And that was Eastview's best offensive play all game long. They did get a clean shot on Holmes. Another save for Holmes. Holmes has saved all 4 shots that he's faced so far in this game. Defensive zone faceoff coming up to the right of Holmes. Now Eastview pulls it through, another shot. That one goes high and gloved by Holmes. Tigers living dangerously in front of Holmes, just showing off the leather. 14:48 now to play, 1:30 left of 4-on-4. Peterson to take the faceoff. This one's gonna come out to the Eastview defense. They're gonna get another shot on Holmes, another glove. Holmes not letting up any rebounds here early. That'll be his 5th save of the game. Peterson to take the face-off. We're going to stay in this left circle, right of Holmes. Now Peterson takes control. Peterson now drops it back for Papera. Papera goes back, gloves that one, gets it up to Letter. Letter settles it down, now coming back over to Papera. Tigers are going to potentially turn this over. They do. No, it's going to be kicked forward by Peterson. 4-on-4 for the next minute. Eastview trying to control. Eastview's looked the most comfortable in 4-on-4. Eastview again going right through the zone, slicing through the defense. Tigers kind of playing defense as if they're on the power or penalty kill here. Now it's going to be Papera. Swings that one back behind Holmes. Stays in the Tigers' defensive zone. Comes back out to Papera. Papera now, 44 seconds left of 4-on-4. Peterson trying to get up to Letter. Now Peterson works through a slash there. Picked up by Letter. Letter with a shot. Rebound. Oh, no goal there for the Tigers. Boyer getting back defensively. Here comes Eastview through neutral ice. Hit there by Letter. Poked away there by Boyer. And let's see what we get. It was going to be a whistle. Looks like maybe offsides. Neutral zone faceoff coming up, 27 seconds left of 4-on-4. 13:45 here to go in period number 2. Tigers will get a change. They're going to bring out Manthei, Besser, Lehmeyer, and Blair. Besser to take the faceoff. This one's going to come out to Lehmeyer, comes right over to Blair. Blair quickly up to Manthei. Manthei circles around, gets in their offensive zone. Besser now over to Manthei, gets back over to Blair. Blair rushes in, gets it down to Besser. Besser chases it into the corner. Besser's still with it. Over to Manthei. Quick pass, and then he just knocks one into the corner. 10 seconds of 4-on-4. Comes out to Lehmeyer. Over to Blair. Blair shovels that one forward. Blair with it behind the net. Comes all the way up to Besser. Besser circles around, waiting. Comes out to Manthei from the point. Manthei tries to just get a slide one through, and that one gets saved. Now Eastview with a power play for 11 seconds. Under 10 seconds now on the Kiefer penalty. Moving under 13 minutes to go here in period number 2. Here goes Eastview right through their defensive zone, and that's going to do it. Tigers back to full strength. Kiefer on the ice. Picked up now by Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer waits, holds, puts the brakes on, comes up, all the way up to Kiefer. Kiefer pulls it into the offensive zone, waits, holds, still, now takes a shot, rebound out front. Oh, and all the Tigers just slid right by it. Now they get back defensively. Eastview coming through neutral ice, hit there by Manthei. Here goes Eastview. Eastview challenging the Tigers. Coming all the way up. Can the Tigers get it through? We're back to 5-on-5. Eastview with it in their offensive zone. Chased over by Kiefer. Kiefer slides one forward. Now can the Besser. Besser chasing. Besser still after it. Besser's going to keep it into his offensive zone. Now Besser's just waiting for his teammates to get there. Goes all the way into the corner for Besser. Besser tries to center one over to Kramer. This one gets back over by Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer tries to track it down. Pulls it, still looking for it. It goes out to Besser. Besser trying to get it back now. Still can't find a handle on it. Oh, had all day to get that one back to the defensive point. Now it's going to be knocked in by Eastview. Chased in by Blair. Blair holding, waiting. Blair still waiting. Comes all the way up to Kramer, up to Kiefer. Kiefer makes one man miss. Comes all the way over to Kramer. I'm sorry, that was Peterson. Now it comes over to Kramer. Kramer's going to shovel this one over to Kiefer. Kiefer from the corners shovels one back over to Kramer. Kramer into Peterson, right back over to Kiefer. Kiefer's going to chase this one down in the corner. No, comes up to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer moving through the zone. Lehmeyer just loses out the track on that one. He's going to wait, hold. Now tries to move one through, loses that. Tigers trying to hold it. It's Lehmeyer! Did it go? No, it did not. And now we got a fight out front, a push, and we break them up. Lehmeyer thought he had one, but it hit off the crossbar. And oh, it's the back one. We'll call it the crossbar. I'm being corrected, but it's the crossbar. It's close enough. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Football, hockey, it's no good. Leiter tries to take a shot, now knocked down by Kramer. They're going to have to wait, and Kramer just touches it to clock the puck dead. Tigers will get a change. This is going to bring it all the way back. This will go now to the right of Holmes. This will be in the left circle. Tigers will bring out Stensland, Peterson, Boyer, Papera, and Letter. It is 2-0. Tigers leading shots on goal 21-5. Papera trying to get it up to Peterson. Now they flank it over to Letter. Letter quickly up to Stensland. Stensland over to Peterson. Peterson knocks one out front. Tigers go back to work. Peterson now tries to get it back out to Stensland, and it comes all the way out to Letter. Letter waits, holds, and just kind of floats one out. Boyer's going to have to get on sides. Everybody's on sides. F1 will be Stensland, followed by Peterson. Now comes all the way through neutral ice. This one will be picked up again by Letter. Letter holds, waits, comes back over to Papera. Papera looking forward. Now trying to get all the way up to Anderson. That one taken by Eastview. Eastview moving through neutral ice. Knocked away there by Letter. Letter chases down behind Holmes. It's going to be Letter there first. Letter looking for some open ice. Letter gets by one, gets by two. Shovels it up forward to Stensland. That one stays in neutral ice. And right back into the defensive zone, picked up by Letter. Moving in under 10-20 now to play in period number 2. Quickly forward, now goes Stensland. Stensland takes it himself, moves it into the offensive zone, tries to move it up to Besser. Besser back to Stensland. Stensland with a shot goes wide. Comes over to Boyer, now over to Papera. Into the corner, they fight for it. Picked up by Boyer. Boyer looks for the handle. That one stays with Eastview. Boyer gets right back into the mess of things, puts a shoulder into his man. He knocks him down. He took his glove off. Now he goes all the way down the rink, and it's going to be picked up. Eastview trying to get a quick rush, unable to be successful, but they keep a hold of it. Hit there by Stensland, stays in the Tigers' defensive zone, picked up there by Letter. Letter goes quickly up to Besser. Besser runs it into his offensive zone. Left circle, centering play! Oh my goodness! Stensland's going to want that one back. What a pass by number 3. Letter now trying to get a pass in, still sits at Besser's feet. Besser, oh, we got a 10 sighting. Kowalski now on the ice. Kowalski working down below, down by the net. Now going to be chased over by Besser. Over to Kowalski. Kowalski dancing with it now into the corner. Drops one back over to Besser. Besser up over to Stensland. Stensland right back over to Besser. Besser behind the net. Waiting, holding, looking. Now gets it knocked away, keeps it. Gives it right over to Kowalski. Kowalski now out to the defensive point. That's Lehmeyer right back to Kowalski. Under Kowalski's feet now, and they go out to neutral ice. That should be an icing, but that might stop. That might stop. It does stop. Too much snow in front of Holmes. Picked up by Letter. Letter coming through neutral ice, trying to hit over to Peterson, and that's going to get a whistle. This will bring it all the way back for a defensive zone faceoff. 8:46 now to go here in period number 2. Tigers up 2-0, out shooting Eastview 21-5. Tigers will bring out Manthey, Anderson, Peterson, Lehmeyer, and Blair. This forward line has done all the scoring for the Tigers so far tonight. Now until you come back behind Blair, behind the net. Blair chips one forward, trying to hit up to Manthey. Tigers only with 1 penalty so far tonight. They've been clean on penalties the last several games. Now Lehmeyer waited for the passing lane to open up. Good job by Lehmeyer. Gets it up to Peterson. Peterson over to Manthey. Manthey waited, then finally took a shot, but that one hit off a stick and went high. Comes right back over to Manthey. Manthey tries to feed it out to Anderson. Now Anderson gives it. Manthey's pass got intercepted by Eastview. Now Eastview working through the zone, makes one move, and now they get right through neutral ice with speed coming through the ice. Oh, head there by Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer puts up the big brick wall, and that's all the further Eastview could go. Now it's going to be Peterson. Peterson chases it down. Peterson trying to win. He does. Oh, my goodness. What a hustle play by number 5. Kept in by Anderson. Anderson drags the puck through. Left circle. Here he takes the shot. No rebound out front. Picked up by Anderson. Anderson with it behind the net. Circled around. Now the right circle. Waits. Hold. He's going to take another shot. That one goes wide. Comes back over to Blair. Blair with a shot. Bouncing puck out front. And it's going to come right back over to Manthey. Manthey waiting to shoot. No! That one hits the bar. And now they do get it. Who is that? That was number 23, Colin Lehmeyer with the goal. 7:33. Tigers go up 3-0. Lehmeyer jumps the play nicely, gets the rebound. Scoring is number 23, puts them up 3-0. That goal scored at 7:33 by number 23, Colin Lehmeyer, assisted by number 9, Luke Manthey. Number 23, Lehmeyer from number 9, Manthey. Now Kiefer back over to Kramer. Kramer tries to take a shot. That one goes up to the netting. Just as he was shooting, got it hit away by a stick. 7:22 now to play here in period number 2. Tigers up 3-0. Besser, Kramer, Kiefer, Papera, Stensland. Besser to take the face-off. This one's going to come up. Now dragged back by Besser and Kiefer. Both couldn't come away with it. Now Besser hits one forward. Hit away by Papera. Kramer back over to Stensland. Stensland all the way up the ice. This one goes over to Eastview. They come right back through. Comes right back to Stensland. A little bit of tennis there. Now coming through the zone. Good play there by Besser to pull it down. Besser pulls it through the zone. Besser looking for an opportunity. Tries to chip one forward, gets it up to Kiefer. Kiefer drags it back in. Kiefer then loses it in the corner. Besser joins him. Kiefer, now Besser, and it comes out to Eastview. Eastview races it through the neutral ice. Coming all the way through the zone, chip forward. It's going to be chased by Papera into the corner. Papera there. Good job, puts on the brakes, hits the puck away, slows it down just enough. Kiefer then joins the play. Eastview trying to center a play. No passing lane there. Moving in under 6:30 to go. Now hit out, come out to Kiefer. Kiefer, that was a pass under his legs that went nowhere. Now Kiefer trying to pull it in. Was able to knock one out into neutral ice. Kramer chases. Got by Kiefer, now by Papera. We're going to get no icing. Papera's got to get back, picks it up, pulls one through, comes all the way up. Now off of the boards, over to Kramer. Now up to Peterson. Peterson, everybody on sides. Peterson waits, drops off to Kiefer. Shot and save. Now right behind. Oh, they both try to chop at it. Kiefer's still with it at his feet. Now he takes a hit at it, gets it over to Kramer. Kramer with it behind the net. Kramer waiting. Kramer holding. Oh, there it is, a Stensland. Oh, Stensland trying to get over to Kiefer. Now Kiefer with a quick backhand. And that one just floats out front. Kiefer now trying to steal that one. Comes out to Eastview. Eastview still working it through neutral ice. Now taken by Kramer. Kramer moving in. Kramer! Oh, just couldn't come away with it. No penalty called. Picked up by Lehmeyer. Big shot out front. Takes it in. He said to take all that shot in by Lehmeyer. No rebound out front. 5:25 left to go here in period 2. It's 3-0 Tigers. Kiefer, Besser, Letter, Blair, and Lehmeyer. We are changing up lines all over the place here. Tigers winning shots on goal, 26-5. 5:25 left to play in period number 2. Ready to drop the puck. Kiefer to take the face-off. Comes out to Boyer. Boyer's pass almost got intercepted. Now Boyer. Boyer right out in front. Boyer trying to get one through. Hits off and neutral ice. Now Blair with it out front. Oh, man, almost a ricochet. Couple ricochets there. Boyer had a chance. Kiefer had a chance. Blair with a big drive through. Got caught up right in the middle, right in front of the Eastview goalie. 5:12 to go now in period number 2. Tigers up 3-0. They're going to shift where they're going to be taking the face-off. Face-off is going to come now. Letter's going to take the face-off. This will go to the right of the Eastview goalie. Comes over to Kiefer with a quick shot. And another save by Eastview. This goalie's standing up pretty nicely. Holmes saving all 5 shots.
Is that why that kid's showing?
Maybe. Oh, look. Now picked up by Eastview. Eastview racing it back through neutral ice. Tigers unable to come away with it. Boyer's got to get back. Let's see. I don't see a hand up. And now we go forward. It's going to be, right underneath Kiefer's feet. Now he's going to try to get one deep. No, he holds on to it. Does get one deep. Moving in under 4:40 to go. Now Kiefer chases. That one knocked away. Now it's going to be Letter chasing. Tigers have a chance here. Now going to be knocked all the way around. Going to be chased up by Blair. Blair with it. Back over to Kiefer. Kiefer tries to backhand one forward. Boyer on his feet. Now it's going to be Letter. Letter just took it away from the man. Kiefer right back over to Letter. See if they get a 2-man game going. Chips one forward. It's going to be Kiefer first. Kiefer waits, holds, still with it. Body control here. Boyer joins him. Now kicked out front. Good job by Eastview. Eastview now moves it through the zone into neutral ice. Oh, knocked down and still no call. Tigers should take advantage of this one. It's going to be Lehmeyer. Moves it up to Boyer. See if they can get numbers. Here goes Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer's going to jump the play. Up to Kiefer. No, everybody's on sides. Kiefer takes one, hit in the back. Now moves it through and then loses it. Blair getting back. Blair knocks his man off. And there goes Lehmeyer quickly up to Manthai, who's just got on the ice. Moving under 3:40 to go. Picked up by Letter. Letter with a shot. Save. Eastview. As I was saying before, this Eastview goalie playing pretty well as well. Yes, allowed 3 goals, but now it's saved 24. Still in the second period. I think they missed one. I gotta look at that. Maybe it's only saved 23. I thought we had 27 shots, but it looks like we had 26 shots on the board. Saved 23 of them already here in the second period. Still 3:40 to go. My color man behind me, helping me keep myself honest as we're calling this game. Now it's going to be Manthai up to Besser. Besser races in, he went to one knee just to show off how good of a skater he is. Comes all the way back over to Papera. Papera drops one deep. Comes up into Anderson. Anderson hits his man behind the net. Now comes back over behind in the corner. Comes all the way out to neutral ice. This one comes out to Stensland. Stensland shifting both sides. Now coming all the way over. It gets taken there by Eastview, but picked up by Papera. Papera had his man's back. Swung back behind Holmes. Comes all the way up to Anderson. Anderson settles that one down. Anderson now moves it through neutral ice. Has Besser right behind him. He waits, holds, looking for a centering pass. Gets by one, now by two. Still waiting, still looking. Tries to take a shot. That one goes wide. Picked up by Besser. Under 3 to go. All the way up to Stensland. Stensland using his body to try to find a shooting lane. That one went wide. Now Anderson. All right, back over to Stensland. Stensland pulls it out into neutral ice. Tigers will set back up. Stensland waiting for everybody to clear. He gets right back into the offensive zone. Stensland goes back behind the goalie, looking for that pass. Looking. Oh, he's got the shot. Oh, just went over the net. Nice job there by number 6. Had an open shooting lane, just shot it high. Moving in under 2:20 to go. Picked up by Manthai. Tigers now controlling. Besser again, just showing I can shoot from my knees too. Now all the way down. We get a cover by the goalie. This will be a face-off in the Tigers' offensive zone.
Otherwise, they still have a kid in the box.
I don't see a 10-minute. It's going to be Peterson, Kramer, Kowalski, Blair, Lehmeyer. This one's going to be saved by the Eastview goalie. They're showing on the big board right now 30 shots on net for the Tigers, 27 saves for the Eastview goalie. Now it's going to be Peterson. Peterson tries to drop one down below, picked up by Eastview. Eastview goes through the defensive zone, chased by Kowalski. Kowalski with a good back check. Slows that man down. Now it's going to be Eastview, picked up by Kramer. Kramer steals that puck down. Kramer moving it through the zone. Kramer loses that one through the ice, but still able to get in their offensive zone. Under 2 to go. Now moving it back through. It's going to be picked up by Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer makes one man miss, takes a shot. Oh, that one went hard into somebody's shin. Now it's going to be picked up by Kowalski. Kowalski, no, it's going to be given off to Kramer. Kramer with a one all the way over to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer up to Blair. Blair from the left circle takes a shot. That one goes wide, picked up by Kowalski. Kowalski shovels one out now over to Peterson. Peterson out to Lehmeyer. It goes out to neutral ice. Under a 1:20 to play. Blair gets back all the way, picks it up, comes out to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer quickly up to Letter. Letter lets it hit off his stick, and the Tigers go back to work in their offensive zone. Oh, I think they were looking for a big breakout pass. Hit his own man right through neutral ice. Now it's going to come back. It's going to be Lehmeyer chasing it down. Lehmeyer runs through it. Can't get a shot off. Picked up by Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer working it through. Gets it up to Kramer. Kramer moving. Has Boyer with him. Tigers still moving. It's Boyer out front. Oh, just couldn't quite make the redirect into the net. Under a minute to go. 42 seconds now. It's coming over to Boyer. Boyer trying to put a hit on him, man. Now comes over to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer with a shot. That one goes right back into that dude's breezers. Picked up by Kiefer with a shot. That one goes over. Tigers are hitting every part of the glass that they possibly can hit. And this one's going to come up over to Blair. Blair up over to Boyer. Boyer waiting, looking for it. Now comes up to, it looks like Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer with a shot. Oh, man. Comes up to Kiefer. Kiefer with a pass out front to Letter. Letter looking now, gives off to Kiefer. Kiefer out front, tries to hit off to Boyer, and the net comes off. That's a veteran move there by the Eastview goalie, knocking that net off just as he's getting pressured by the Tigers. 6 seconds to go, 3-0 Tigers. Dominating shots on goal, 30-5. Letter to take the face off. Kiefer to his left, Boyer to his right, Blair and Stensland back defensively. Drop the puck. This one's going to come out to Blair. Blair with a shot that goes wide. Going to be chased by Kiefer. Kiefer's going to give off to Stensland. Stensland, that's going to do it for the period. That'll be it for the second period. We'll get a Zamboni on. We'll be back in 15 minutes to close this one out. Tigers up 3-0. We'll see what they can do in the third period. All right, we're back. Second intermission has completed. Tigers are back on the ice along with the Lightning. We'll get you caught up with the first 2 periods of stats. In the second period, the Tigers score once, bringing the total score through 2 periods 3-0. In the second period, the Tigers taking 15 shots on net, bringing their 2-period total of 32. Apple Valley, Burnsville, Eastview only took 2 shots in the second period, bringing their total to 5. 32-5 in favor of the Tigers. In that second period, scoring for the Tigers, number 23, Colin Lehmeyer, assisted by number 9, Luke Manthai. I want to make sure I have a correction. In the first period, both of those goals scored by number 5, Jack Peterson. Both of those goals in the first period assisted by Luke Manthai and Connor Anderson. That line now with 2 points overall. Luke Manthai with 3 total for the game. Tigers will start with Besser at center, number 3, number 21, Kiefer at right wing, number 19, Kramer at left wing, number 27, Papera, and number 6, Stensland back defensively. Number 33, Holmes back in net. He saved all 5 shots that he's seen so far throughout the game. Tigers quickly through. Kiefer hits it once, but then it gets by him, goes out into the defensive zone. Papera quickly over to Stensland. Stensland almost had that one blocked away, now gets it up. Kiefer can't move it forward, and we're going to get an offsides on Eastview, neutral zone faceoff coming up for the Tigers. 14:41 now to play here in period 3. Tigers only with 1 penalty, 3 goals scored. Been a good night so far for the Tigers. Picked up by Stensland. Stensland goes back behind Stensland looking for the pass out to Kramer. That one gets by Kramer and knocked back behind Holmes. This one's going to be chased over by Kiefer. Kiefer had to settle that one down right next to Holmes. Now Kiefer waits. Kiefer's still waiting. Coming all the way up. Hits it up to Besser. Besser picks it up. Pulls it in the offensive zone. And they slide one forward. The first shot of the period is going to be on deflection from Besser. That one's going to be saved by the Eastview goalie. Tigers are going to remain on the ice. It's going to be the same group. Nobody switching. 14-14 left here to go in period number 2. Besser to take the face-off. This one comes back to Kiefer. Kiefer moves one into Besser. Now back over to Kiefer. Kiefer walks it in. Shot, and that one saved. That one comes out to neutral ice. Tigers with another chance. Now it looks like they're trying to get the net on. Net's back on. Stensland picks it up. And now they're going to blow the whistle as the net's off. All right, they're going to get a face-off down here in the Tigers' defensive zone. Net did come off. Kiefer tried adjusting it himself. The ref goes, young man, that's not your job. Get out of the way. 13:57 now to go here in period number 3. 3-0 Tigers. Tigers are going to bring out their second line of the third period. It's going to be number 5, Jack Peterson. Number 16, Connor Anderson. Number 9, Luke Manthai. Number 14, Carson Blair. Number 23, Colin Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer is going to control. He's going to try to hit over to Anderson. Hits him on a fly route. Oh, and just outside of Ray Anderson's reach. Good play there by the Tigers. Swung around by Lehmeyer. Anderson running it down just out of his reach. This line has 2 of the 3 goals. This line each has 2 points besides Manthai, who has 3 points on the game. 13:48 here to go in period number 3. Peterson to take the face-off. This is coming to the left of Holmes. Now knocked back behind the net. Picked up by Blair. Blair's trying to wrap one around, get up to Manthai. Manthai can't chip that one free. Comes up back over to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer into the corner. Goes back behind Holmes. Now he's going to swing back over to Manthai. Manthai, nope, comes out to the defense of Eastview. Oh, out front, had a screen in front, and it's saved by Holmes. Now out to Peterson. Peterson almost gets dragged down there, gives off to Blair. Blair quickly up to Anderson. Anderson moves it through the zone, up the left circle. Gets ripped down, no call. Now tries to shovel one over to Peterson. Peterson back behind the Eastview goalie. Pulls it up now the right circle. Waits, holds, gives off to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer pulls it in. Lehmeyer still working it through. Trying to backhand one that went wide. Comes back over to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer gets it out to Blair. Blair with a quick wrister. That one doesn't make it through. Gets out to neutral ice. It's going to be picked up by Peterson. Peterson being hounded now. Comes back over to Blair. Blair's going to let that one settle down. Comes quickly up to Anderson. Comes all the way up to Eastview defense. Right to Manthai. Manthai had a perfect pass from him from the Eastview defenseman. Comes over to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer gets by 1. Now by 2. Here we go. Blair's going to have to get back. No breakaways. That gets out front. Can Holmes just put it away? Yep, Holmes going to. Oh, and then he takes a ice bath there from Blair and everybody's okay. We sit on the puck and we're all good. 12:37 now to go in period number 3. It's 3-0 Tigers. Tigers will bring out now Besser, Letter, and Boyer. Oh, big shot saved by Holmes, picked up by Eastview. Eastview now starting to put a little bit of momentum together. Couple shots now on Holmes. Eastview trying to work it through. Left circle. Still hit, now hit by Stenslin, big hit. Now Stenslin with it, pushes one up to Besser. Besser gets it into neutral ice, trying to hit up to Letter. Picked up by Eastview. Eastview goes right back into their offensive zone. Everybody on sides. It's a you know what out there right now. Boyer picks it up. Boyer with it from the left circle. Pitches one up now, picked up by Letter. Letter tries to move it through the zone, gets that one taken away. Oh, and they got hit there. Let's see what kind of call we're gonna hit. We're gonna get a trip call on number 7. Number 7, Mason Boyer with the trip. That's at 12:01. Tigers' second penalty of the game. They're gonna bring out Kiefer and Peterson along with Stenslin and Papera to start this penalty kill. Tigers are 1 for 1 on the penalty kill so far in this game. 2 minutes on the clock on the Boyer trip. Peterson to take the face-off. Eastview looking to try to get some kind of momentum going here. This one's going to come out to Eastview. They can set up shot. No, hounded there by Papera. Good job by Papera. Papera, good defense now. Along with Peterson, picked up by Eastview, knocked away, shot, save, oh, out front! He just scored. I think Stenslin just knocked it in. It did. Holmes made the save right into Stenslin, who then knocked it into the net. That's a deflection into their own player. Tigers up 3-1. Peterson, Kowalski, Kiefer, Lehmeyer, Blair, 11:45 to go. Tigers just want to finish this one out clean, get the 3 points, get the heck out of Dodge. Here goes Peterson. Peterson moving up into their offensive zone. Peterson still rolling through. Left circle, takes a shot. That one saved. 11:32 to play. Face off Peterson, now goes out to Kowalski, get lost there to Eastview. Here comes Eastview, rushing it down, gets a pass through, Lehmeyer back. Tigers got to be careful. Now Tigers are back fully defensively, goes into the corner. Peterson tries to jam for it there. Picked up by Eastview, chased over by Lehmeyer. Comes out to Eastview, Eastview in the left circle, comes out to Kiefer. Kiefer now chips one forward and gets one through the zone. They're gonna wave that icing off. Eastview's just gonna backtrack, pick it up behind their own net. Tigers get one change, give it off to Kiefer. Kiefer with it, right circle. Kiefer, shot right into the goalie, save. Kiefer now centering pass, comes all the way out to Blair. Blair, we should get offsides. He couldn't settle that one down, then across the blue line. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. 10:52 now here to play in period 3. Tigers will get a change. They're gonna bring out Manthei, Besser, Anderson, along with Lehmeyer and Blair. Besser to take the face-off in neutral ice. Fighting for it is Anderson. Anderson gets it deep, now moving in under 10:40 to go. Tigers with a 2-goal lead. Power play goal by Eastview. Now Eastview tries to work it through the zone, kept in by Anderson briefly, picked up by Blair. Blair just shovels one back deep in the zone. Picked up by Manthei. Manthei circles it back to Anderson. Anderson goes right back into the corner, right back over to Manthei. Manthei tries to take a quick shot. That one off of the goalie, but kept in by Manthei. And now Eastview takes control, gets it through neutral ice, makes a complete pass, hit away by Blair. Chased over by Besser. Besser picks it up, goes behind Holmes. Besser runs it down, gets by 1, now by 2, by 3. Here goes the one-man breakout. Still moving it through the zone. Gets hit on the stick, keeps it. Left circle, tries to pass one back. Left it there for Anderson. Right back over to Besser. Besser waiting, trying to get up to Lehmeyer. That one hit off his stick. Comes back through. Lehmeyer keeps it by 1, keeps it by 2. Goes, centers it. Now looking all the way through. Tries to get one all the way to Anderson. Anderson just couldn't get a stick on it. Moving in under 10 minutes to go. Here comes Eastview. Working through the zone. Lehmeyer almost was a hooking, doesn't have a stick, picked up by Eastview, walks it in, shoots, glove, rebound, still out front, and Laymeyer's able to kick it out. Tigers get away with a lucky one. Now another block by Holmes. Comes over to Laymeyer, into the corner, tries to chip one free, stays in the Tiger zone, picked up by Peterson. Moving in under 9:20 to go. Tries to get one up to Manthei. Manthei makes a move. Manthei's gonna have a 2-on-1. Has Anderson, over to Anderson. Anderson shot, scored, and he scores! Manthei over to Anderson. That should be a Peterson assist as well. Wait till we get a call. Tigers answer the Lightning goal. They go up 4-1. That goal scored at 9:14 by number 16, Connor Anderson, assisted by number 9, Luke Manthei, and number 5, Jack Peterson. That's the 4th point for Luke Manthei. That's the 3rd points collectively for Anderson and Peterson. Goal scored by Anderson, assisted by Manthei, and Peterson. Watching too much of the action. Tigers go right back into their offensive zone. They got Boyer and Peterson, along with Letter, Stensland, and Papera. Now Stensland with the shot out front. Tigers try to redirect, nothing, no goal. Now comes Stensland. Stensland with another shot out front, rebound. Tigers fight for it. It's gonna be Boyer. Now Peterson, right back to Boyer. It's kicked now behind the Eastview goalie. Papera jumps into the play, comes all the way out to the corner. Eastview looking for the breakout. Get it out to neutral ice is Eastview. Trying to get one out front, knocked away by Peterson. Peterson floats one up to Letter, now over to Boyer. Boyer kicks one free. Boyer's still with it. Gets that one. Oh my goodness. Boyer just took a hammered shot. We're gonna get a whistle call. And looks like we're getting a penalty. Tigers going on the power play. Boyer keeps his composure. Nice job. Clear interference. That's going to be 2-minute penalty for Eastview. Tigers will bring out Besser, Kramer, Kiefer, Papera, Stensland. Looks like we're going to get trying to figure out what's going on here. Oh, maybe there was no penalty. Kiefer it was an offsides, no penalty called, just an offsides called. Now it's gonna be the Tigers taking control. It's gonna be Papera, gets by Papera out in the neutral ice. Papera chases it down, all the way down. Comes out to Stensland. Stensland up now to Kiefer. Kiefer with Besser right behind him. Kiefer waits, holds, now takes a shot and sits right there behind the net. Kiefer chases along with Kramer, trying to get over to Besser. Still fighting for it. Comes all the way out to Eastview. Kicked by Kiefer, now over to Kramer, and lost again to Eastview. Now by Kramer. Kramer is able to knock that one free. Tigers trying to hold the zone. Comes all the way up now to Stensland. Stensland waits, circles around. Stensland waiting, looking for a pass. Stensland now goes behind Holmes. Comes up to Kiefer. Kiefer looks for the quick pass up to Kramer, and Kramer's unable to corral it in. Now up to Papera. Papera knocks that one free. Chased by Besser. Goes into the Tigers' offensive zone, still chased by Besser. Picked up by Eastview. Eastview goes through. Kramer tries to corral that one in off of his stick. Now picked up by Kramer. Kramer's gonna move it in their offensive zone. Kramer looking for a passing lane. He's gonna take a shot, no rebound. Tigers now up to 37 shots on net. 4 of them went in. Eastview with 10, and 1 of them have went in. Anderson, Manthei, Kowalski. Now chased by Anderson. Anderson right behind him. Hit up into Laymeyer. Laymeyer chips one free, comes back over to Anderson. Anderson corrals that one in, brings it all the way up to Kowalski. Just off the boards. They're not going to be picked up by Manthei. Manthei looking for some room. Manthei with a shot. Oh, kick save there by the Eastview goalie. Really nice save there by the Lightning. Now picked up by the Lightning. They come back through their defensive zone into neutral ice, moving it up the zone into their offensive zone. Oh, just sandwich. Anderson and Laymeyer putting the old sandwich on the Eastview forward. Coming all the way back goes now to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer hits one forward. Lehmeyer still with it on his stick. Lehmeyer now kicks one free. Hits it over to Kowalski. Settles it down for Anderson. Anderson with a shot. Kowalski in front. Comes back over to Blair. Blair takes a shot. That one off of Kowalski. Comes back out to neutral ice, and there goes a breakaway. Can Boyer get back? Boyer with speed. Boyer with a great back check. Great job, number 7. Number 7 holding a breakaway here for the Lightning. Now picked up by Blair. Blair almost hit off, stays on his feet. Now kicks it up over to Boyer. Boyer trying to settle one down, sits there in neutral ice. Avoids one hit, comes back out to Blair. Right back over to Boyer. Boyer's gonna come over to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer with it. Comes up neutral ice over to Peterson. Now up to Letter. Back over to Boyer. No, it's over to Letter. Letter with it. Moves it back into the offensive zone briefly up to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer makes it by 1. Lehmeyer makes it by 2. Lehmeyer shoots and save Eastview. Goes into the corner, now moving under 5 minutes to go. Letter with a shot. That one can't make it through all the way on net. Picked up by Eastview. Right out to Stensland. Stensland pulls that one forward, just knocks one in deep. Moving in under 4:40 to go. Letter circling. All the way up to Stensland. Makes a move, now takes a shot. That one, I think, I had a redirect out front. All the way out to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer takes a shot. Nothing there, banks it back to Letter. Letter right back over to Lehmeyer. All out front. Shot. Score! Stensland with the score. Good job there by the Tigers. They've now go up 5-1. .424 left to go here in period number 3. Tigers putting their 5th goal on. That one's going to come at 4:24 from number 6, Owen Stensland, assisted by number 23, Colin Lehmeyer, number 24, Mason Letter. Number 6, Stensland, assisted by number 23, Lehmeyer, and 24, Letter. Now Tigers have 1 goal, and that is to get through the next 4 minutes clean. Get your 3 points. Go on to play Cottage Grove on Wednesday. Tigers got to start putting wins together. Now it's going to be Papera over to Stensland. Stensland up to Kramer. Kramer moves it in the offensive zone. Now it's going to go back to Besser. Besser loses it out to the forward for Eastview. Quickly driving through. It's going to be Stensland over to Kiefer. Kiefer knocks one free. Over to Kramer. Kramer knocks one forward. He's going to chase that one down. First one there, and it's going to be Eastview. They try to knock one free. Gets it by Besser. Comes over for Papera. Papera jumping into the play. Tries to hold the zone. Comes back for the Tigers. Knocked there once, twice by the Tigers. And a third time they keep it in. Driven down by Kiefer. Kiefer with it. Now tries to move it up to Kramer. Kramer tries a centering play. That one gets knocked away. Kramer with it now behind the net. Goes over to Besser. Besser all the way up to Papera. Tries to chip one forward. It's going to come over to Kramer. Kramer into the corner. Kramer looking for Kiefer. Comes all the way up to Stensland. Stensland travels one back. Gets hit in the back. Stays on his feet. Stensland still with it. Gets pushed in the back. Comes over to Kiefer. Kiefer all the way up to Besser. Besser looking, has Kiefer shot. That one gets wide. Comes over to Besser. Besser knocks one down to Kramer. Kramer over to Besser. Besser waits. Now, there goes Kiefer's stick. Picked up by Stensland. That one blocked. Now Eastview chips one forward. Papera is able to keep it in the zone. Picked up by Besser. Besser moving it through the zone. Besser looking for a shot. Comes over to Stensland, over to Kiefer. Kiefer settles that one down. Tigers holding all the zone time. No, just gets by Papera. We got hand up. We're going to keep it right over here. Icing's called. 2:27 to go now in period number 3. .226 left to go in period number 3. 5-1's our score. Tigers out shooting the Lightning 39-10. Peterson to take the face-off. He's going to have Manthei and Anderson with him. Lehmeyer and Blair back. Blair chips one forward, chased by Anderson. Now gets by all the way back over to Blair. Blair with the rolling puck, shovels one up to Manthei. Manthei wants to go back to work. Manthei with 4 points already in this game. Now picked up over to Peterson. Peterson goes into the corner. Fighting for it there in the corner are Peterson. Now Peterson just gets hit in the back, no call. Anderson joins the group. Now it's going to be a hit by Blair and into neutral ice. And now they're going to get Anderson for interference. You'll take that 2 minutes. Just want to keep clean. 1:50 left to go. Tigers are going to bring out the penalty kill. They're 1 for 2 on the penalty kill tonight. They're going to start this penalty kill with Boyer, Letter, Lehmeyer, and Stensland. Letter to take the face-off. That penalty coming at 1:50 by number 16, Connor Anderson. 2 minutes for roughing. Cleared by the Tigers. Eastview picks it up. They try to break it back out and get something going. Instead, they go even further backwards. Now Boyer's going to chase them. Quickly, here comes Eastview. Through neutral ice, miss on that pass. And, Boyer was just lining his man up. Did a nice job of holding him holding back a little bit. Now a save by Holmes. Cleared by the Tigers in a huge hit by Eastview. We're going to get I think that was an inadvertent whistle. I think it was an inadvertent whistle there by the ref. We were on the penalty kill. That should have been no icing. They're going to get a center ice face-off. 1:13 to go in the game, 1:24 left in the Tiger penalty kill. Kiefer's coming out with Kramer, Kowalski, and Stensland. Kramer's going to take the face-off. Now knock back, it's going to be Eastview first, Kowalski chases. They throw that one up the ice. Eastview gloves that one down, brings it through neutral ice. Here they come, now back one away. Save Holmes, they had a rebound out front, and then up to up to Kowalski. Kowalski, I think we had the clear, hit that one down, and here comes Eastview. Kramer's going to be the first one back. Kramer tries to backhand or kick that one forward. Now looks, can they clear it? Gives it back to Eastview. Eastview works it back, tries to get a centering play. That one off a Kiefer's skate, gets out to neutral ice. 40 seconds left to play in the game. Kept all the way through, save Holmes out front, and now tipped away by Stensland. Kowalski, Kiefer, still can't clear. Here comes Eastview. Now that one goes up in the netting. 24 seconds remain. .5 seconds. Blair, Besser, Kramer, and Stensland. Eastview tries to work it through the zone. It's going to be Kramer. 20 seconds go. He tries to swing one around. This one's going to be kept in by Eastview. Eastview from the defensive point. They go down low. Now try to set something up from the top of the right circle. Shot out front. That one didn't make it all the way through. Now cut and kept in by Eastview. 7 seconds remain. Tigers are going to pick up 3 points. Nice job by the Tigers. What a save by Holmes! Right as it. Horn goes. Beautiful save there by number 33. That's going to do it for the game. Tigers pick up 3 points. We'll be back now Wednesday. That game time again for the Tigers will be not Wednesday.
8:15 on Sunday.
Sorry. Was that right? We're not until Sunday? 8:15 on Sunday. It's going to be senior night. Please clock in early. We'll have the announcement of seniors at 6 o'clock. Then it'll be the Junior Gold A game, followed by our Junior Gold B game. Trying to keep this thing momentum.